Hi and welcome back to Brennan's Executive Insights. I'm Nick Sone, Chief Customer Officer of Brennan. And today's topic is application modernisation. It's become really important in the business community to innovate, and often that innovation requires applications to be developed. I'm joined today by Jodie Dowling, the head of Brennan's Application Development Division.
Hi Nick, thanks for having me. Good to see you.
So what does application modernisation mean?
It's a really good question. It means a lot of things to a lot of different people and businesses. I think when we talk about application modernisation, it gives businesses an opportunity to really look at their existing line of business applications and try to find ways to deliver business benefits. So instead of existing with what was, they've got the opportunity to try and drive something else out of that. Now that can exist in a whole lot of different forms, not prescriptive on that. It might be a case of, we help a lot of customers move to cloud and adopt those kind of technologies. But it's not always the right fit for every business. So we're lucky in that sense that with the hybrid technologies expanding the way that they are, that we can still continue to use cloud services in an on-premise sense. So I think, when we talk about app modernisation, it's really about trying to understand how a business can leverage their existing special sauce that exists within their applications and drive efficiencies from that.
So what are the key considerations that businesses need to keep in mind when they're planning their application modernisation?
Like we do, they need to have the end user at heart in making sure that the changes that they're planning to make, whether that be an innovation to meet a market response, but it also means that they need to make sure that what the end user does day to day is actually, that they benefit from that. So that, we're finding it time and time again that the talent pool in Australia is tricky, right? We want to make sure that when people come to work that they have a positive experience. I think employees now are demanding more than just financial recompense for a job well done. They want to come to work and be efficient, have their skills utilised, and feel like they're rewarded in that sense. So I think, no one wants to do manual reprocessing of things. So the more that we can streamline systems and applications to allow people to do what it is that they're good at, I think that's one of the considerations. And equally, when you're going through the app modernisation project from a change management point of view, we've seen some epic fails in our time as well in delivering those sorts of projects where businesses haven't necessarily recognised the importance of the end user and training, ensuring that they're comfortable with the system that's going to be implemented. What you'll find is then you'll have people with workarounds or different ways of doing things, or we always did it that way. So unless that's managed well by the business, I think that's one of the contributing factors that you would see a less successful rollout.
Can we be specific for it? Can you tell me a little bit about a customer that where we have done such a project and some of the benefits that they have seen from that project?
Yeah, look, you asked me at a good time because, we're in go live phase now for a large program of work. So it's had a couple of go lives, right? We've delivered various benefits along the way to the business, and this is, let's not call it the last one because it is CI/CD after all, right? But throughout that process, we've managed to simplify, to reduce double handling of data, to simplify the processes for the people that are working there and allowing them to focus on servicing the customers, which is what they should be doing. So that one that was May last year in terms of that first deployment, but that drove some efficiencies, has driven revenue, increased revenue, and improved the end user customer experience. The next part of that will actually take that out into the big wide world, where they get to touch something tangible, but exciting times.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing a little bit of time with me. I know you are busy in the middle of a rollout.
Yes.
And they're always they're testing times, no doubt. Yeah. But thank you very much for joining me. Very insightful discussion.
Thanks, Nick. Absolute pleasure.
And that's a wrap on another Executive Insights. Today's topic, application modernisation. Join me next time.